Hi, ladies. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone had a good weekend. It's cold outside, it's snowy in Colorado, and there's a lot of traffic. So I thought, this is a perfect time. I can get on here and check in with you, ladies. Um, I hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. It wasn't too crazy. I did a lot of cleaning this weekend, which is something that I wanted to jump on here and talk about and get some feedback and get your input on this subject. And so last week I was on my way to work and I was listening to a podcast, and it was talking about the podcast was called Moms Tell the Truth or Mom Stop Lying or something like that. I can't remember the exact name on it, but the podcast was talking about a lot of moms, or like a lot of women who have like social media accounts, or they're on Instagram, and so sometimes how they make their lives seem so perfect and so flawless and so clean all the time, even if they have kids or if they work or if they're at stay-home moms. And so the podcast was kind of towards those women to share exactly what kind of help do you get around your home or with your kids to be able to do certain things in your life, or for example, if you have a nanny for your kids, or if you have a house cleaner or things like that, that maybe sometimes you look at someone's Instagram account, or someone that runs their own business, and you're like, how do they do it? Like, how do they juggle everything? And so this podcast spoke to me because it specifically for me, it talked about having or contracting a house cleaner for your home, because it really helps you out. Okay, and especially when you want to be able to do certain things with your time. And sometimes for myself, I feel as a woman of the house, like I feel like it's like I'm not comfortable. I'm not in the best mood. Sometimes I can be a little cranky if my house isn't clean, if the laundry isn't done. And so my boyfriend works a lot. Like, he is a workaholic. He is out of town a lot, and he travels for work. Sometimes he's not home. Most of the time he is, but when he is home, he's always working. He's always so busy, and he does try to help out, but it's when it comes down to it, if I want to be real with you, I'm the one who takes on most of the responsibility of doing the cleaning at the house, and the laundry, and washing the bathrooms, and washing the dishes. And so this specific podcast was talking about how us moms, us women, need some help around the house. And so she talked about trying to contract, or getting people to do services for you. And I really sat down and I was like listening to it and thinking about it, and I'm like, all right, you know what, I I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind it, but at the same time, I feel like it's a lot of it is my responsibility. And so sometimes I feel like, because I'm always trying to take care of the house, or trying to take care of everyone in my home, my son, that sometimes I don't have that time to sit down and do a lot of the things that I would like to do. For example, this last weekend, I did a lot of cleaning around the house, and so I'm thinking about it. I'm like, gosh, it would be so nice to have to hire someone to come and clean the house. I don't have to worry about it on the weekend. And I could go to the gym, I could create more of my YouTube videos, I can keep concentrating on growing my Instagram page. So those are a lot of things that come to my mind, and contracting a house cleaner has always been on the back of my mind, and I always joked around with Marcos, with my boyfriend, about it. And I would ask him, baby, when are we gonna get a maid? Like, oh, is a maid coming? I would always tell him, is a maid coming over to clean, because I'm not cleaning today, you know, stuff like that. And so I joked around with him about it a lot. But ladies, this weekend I sat down on the internet. I went to Thumbtack. I listed the number of bedrooms and bathrooms in my home, and I checked companies, I checked pricing, and I hired a company to come clean my house every 2 weeks. And I'm just so excited about it. I feel like it's going to really help me around the house. And so let me backtrack a little bit. Before I did so, I sat down and I talked to Marcos, my boyfriend. We live together, and I sat down and I talked to him about it. Okay. And he thought I was joking. I was like, baby, I need to talk to you about something important that I think that I want to do, that I want us to do for our home. And it's something important for me, and I wanted to talk to you about it. And so when I sat down to talk to him about it, I gave him the idea. And of course, the first thing that even came to my mind when I was listening to the podcast, and the first thing that came to his mind was, Nadia, is this something that we really need to spend money on? Is this something that this is something he said, this is something we can do ourselves. If it means that you need more help for me at the house, then I will help you more. But he said, but he felt that it was something that we didn't necessarily have to pay for, because we could do it ourselves. Okay. And initially, that was my mindset around hiring a house cleaning company too. I would tell myself, well, we're definitely not I would think that hiring a house cleaner has always been on the back of my mind, always. And I felt like one day I would get to the best financial situation that I possibly can. I would hire someone to come clean my house, because I want to be able to have more time to do the things that I want to. Not because I don't feel like cleaning, or because I'm lazy or anything like that. It's because I want to be able to have someone else help me with the things that I could possibly pay someone for, so that I can concentrate on maybe not worrying about, cleaning the house the whole weekend, or doing something fun with Alex, or going to the gym, or spending time with my family, or things like that, so that I don't have to worry about them. And so that's always been on the back of my mind. But I thought that I should only be able to do this to where I get to a really good financial to a really good point, a financial point in both of my life and Marcos's life, to be able to do this. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. So the company's gonna come clean every 2 weeks. And I went on Thumbtack, and I found really good companies, and they're not that expensive. And I checked reviews, I checked, make sure they have a company, that they're background checked. And so when I went on there, I was surprised. My place is not big. It's three bedrooms. It's a condo. It has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, but I'm only gonna have them clean 2 bedrooms, my room and Alex's room, and the bathrooms, and of course the kitchen and everything else. And so when I went on Thumbtack and I put in, you know, I got some quotes, it wasn't that bad. So they're gonna charge me $90 every 2 weeks to come and clean my house. And when I thought about it, I'm like, all right, it's really not that crazy expensive. There's a lot of companies who charge like a lot more. Maybe like I looked at some that were like 130, 140, and like that gets a little pricey, but I feel like $90 is very doable. I work, Marcos works, and I told him I'm looking at this as an investment, and we can if it means like, I don't know, it's one less night out of going out to eat or something. I just felt that it's really gonna help myself, my relationship, my mood as a mom. It's gonna help me. It's gonna be gonna help me have a lot more time to do the things that I want to. And I wanted to get on here and ask you ladies if anyone has a house cleaner, or if or if you've ever thought about it, or if you do, like, how much does it help you? Do you have a nanny that helps you take care of your kids? Like, what kind of support do you guys have to make your life a lot easier? That's initially what I wanted to get on here and ask you guys about. So I'm really excited. I feel like it's something super doable. I feel like it's gonna help me a lot. They're gonna come next week to come clean, so I'm really excited. So I'll go ahead and share with you guys what goes on next week. So yeah, guys, so there's a lot of traffic out here. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic, but anyways, share with me your thoughts. Share with me if you have ever thought about this, if it's something that maybe you're open to, because I'm gonna follow up with you guys, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how much it's helped me, if it's worth it. So I'm really excited. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.